Okay, so we're heading to the shrine beneath, well, the cave below Grand Narukami's shrine.
We're finally here.
So everything should be fine. A is unable to move. And there's a portal. There's a gate. This is where I assume the weekly boss is going to be. We fought Raiden Shogun before. But this is the first time I'm doing it off the story. So I'm actually unlocking it for the story, so I'm not short warping there. Oh wait, what did she say? It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please. Oh, so I'm guessing the Raiden Shogun, the puppet body, and A are sharing a body, but they're switching consciousness. So whilst A's in control, Raiden Shogun is dormant. But yeah, oh, okay. This is interesting.
Follow me.
And we're getting sucked in. Now this is where the fun begins. Now I'm kind of a little bit worried because I didn't set up my party for this. No, that's the Raiden Shogun.
We meet again, traveler.
Yep, the
This
Raiden.
body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wow, the body is turning on the mind.
That voice? Is that the puppet?
Mm-hmm.
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped
Wow,
the
she's
true
claiming the
essence
body
of
as her
eternity.
own.
You believe
She's
your
too
present self
sentient.
has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really
yes,
been
okay.
enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion?
Oh,
I'm here
okay,
to
calling
show
her
you
out.
my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the
Right, so
blade
we're going to be
alone.
fighting over who is right,
The
basically.
atmosphere in here just took a turn for the
Right.
worse. Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she
Oh,
indicates,
right, yeah, okay.
Once I
Yeah, the
started entertaining
body
the
that she's
idea
using
of
is the puppet
change,
body, so it
I
does
became
belong to
hostile
Raiden
in
Shogun.
her eyes. But
Which
inside a realm of
has automated
consciousness,
AI.
I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too.
Okay, this is
When
where
necessary,
you
She appears here to confront me.
played God a little bit too much, and, you know,
Gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but
this has literally come back to bite you in the butt.
it's a bit extreme.
Yeah, you overcooked.
Hey, showdown with the Shogun?
Once again.
Never
We're-
thought we'd see that day.
The rules
oh,
I
okay,
set
we're
for
going
the
to be
Shogun
fighting
are-
her again.
No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals,
Of your past.
the very foundation stone of eternity.
Okay.
It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
Possibly?
But they both just want the best for Inazuma.
Yeah, but one is stuck in the past and wants to preserve what's already exists. The other wants to move on and make changes.
Embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun.
Oh, she's not even
It
moving her
inherits
mouth.
A's pain, the pain
Yeah.
of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity.
But what exactly is eternity,
Every
though?
action
What is your
undertaken for the
interpretation
sake
of eternity?
resisting
Okay.
erosion.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be able to stop erosion.
Courage,
Oh, I guess
love,
if you're
hatred.
progressing,
All
you're gonna
of these will
eventually
be degraded
erode.
and
But
distorted by
if
the
you stop
incessant flow of
yourself,
time.
I don't think that's going to
Only rules shall
be
remain
healthy
constant
either.
for eternity.
Okay, this is totally heading
Those were my
towards
thoughts when I created
final
you.
battle
Now,
vibes. Okay.
they are towering obstacles that I have no choice.
Now, how am I going to set up the
overcome.
party for this?
You wish to make yourself my enemy?
Okay, yeah. I
am
mean,
your
this is
past,
going to be
the
a good
everlasting
sparring
law,
lesson.
The guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects.
Oh, Raiden A. And she pulls out her
In the
sword.
end, even the proud and mighty Oni was cut down and disgraced.
Ouch.
Though your blade has been cleansed of her blood and filth, never shall
Right,
it
this
shine
is gonna
bright
be
as it
interesting.
once did.
Ow. Right, we break through the shield, and now slice, and
Blossoms that once filled the skies fell to the
Okay.
ground as pitch black rain.
she's
As
recovering.
long as the ley lines flow,
That's cheating.
the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
Okay, and she's fully recovered. Oh! Okay, need to focus a little bit. And she's recovered again.
There shall never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
And she's invulnerable.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Lightning flash!
Only
Oh,
emptiness
Lumine just pops in.
awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
Okay, this looks bad.
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled.
No.
But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
Yeah, my words exactly, Paimon. Yeah, she is near
In
invincible.
this realm of consciousness, her existence is tenacious.
This is
indeed.
where your masterpiece has...
She was built to
This is
resist
way too
erosion.
strong. Yeah, okay.
Her will is stronger than any other living being's, including you and me.
She was built to resist erosion, but she's not immune to erosion.
Ending battle?
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I
She just
shall
had to
forge
change her
will be a
mind.
grand undertaking.
A change of pace.
One that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, the Shogun's rules can never change, and Inazuma can never move forward. This is my duty.
We have to evolve.
No matter how long this battle may last. Months, years.
Oh,
centuries.
okay. We're in this for the long run.
No
Okay.
matter 500 years ago, humanity proved their strength in battle.
Right.
Here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old
So she is
sakura
kind
tree,
of
so that new,
admitting that
healthy
her
branches
idea
might
of
spring to
eternity
life
was
in
just a
their
bit
place.
wayward. Wayward practices, okay.
It is about time that I learned to trust them.
But can you bear to leave humanity go
I
alone?
understand that.
You're leaving fate
But
to
if
humans.
the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear.
Okay.
I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma.
How long is this battle gonna
However long
last?
the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity.
Okay, yeah, no,
I
that
vow
is
to
fair.
the
If you're gonna
subjects of
live like
Inazuma
thousands of
that I shall one
years,
day return.
being gone for a few days is
This
just
is my oath.
it's just a drop. It's not. It's just like
Please,
it's like a
be
second
my
of time.
witness. During my absence, I place everything in Miko's hands.
In Miko's hand. So Miko's gonna be like the stand-in for the Archon?
Pass
I
on
mean
my
that makes
words.
sense. Okay. And we've been kicked out. Great.
Looks like we got kicked
And
out.
we got kicked out.
Oh, what do we do?
So that wasn't even
Are
the
we really just gonna leave
final
Abe?
battle, okay.
She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but
the Shogun is way too powerful. Yeah, A has no physical body anymore and has to rely on the Shogun.
right?
If she can't
So
defeat
A
her,
can be
she has no
pretty
body.
stubborn at times and has a history of rushing
It's
into
annoying.
difficult situations.
Why did A give up her
She
body
gets
though?
too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why
She's just a
there in the
soul
first place.
without a body.
It could happen. And then
We're
she
not
went
about to
mad.
leave her alone.
Yeah, we should help her
Are we gonna
out,
break
right,
back
with
in
the rest?
or
Is
what?
there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight?
Yeah,
Whatever,
it's
we
time
can't
that
let
we
anything
talk
bad happen to A
to
while she's in there.
Yai Miko.
We also can't get in there anymore.
I think we can figure out a way.
We gotta find a way back in.
Come on, brain juice.
Come on, brain juice. Don't feel Paimon now. Okay.
Yai Miko
Miko's
time.
right.
We're gonna
Paimon
speak to
barely
the
forgot about
to the
her.
Guji Yai.
Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm playing thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to. Alright.
Oh, that's awfully nice of the game. They sent us back to the top of the mountain, so we don't have to short warp or travel or anything. And look, there's Yai Miko.
Someone's not in the best of moods.
Oh,
Let me guess. You're
someone's
all
not in the best of
tangled up in
moods.
another situation and
Yai,
you need to
is it
unravel
Yai
it
Miko
for
who's
you.
not in the best of moods, or
I
is
hope
it?
you realize
Yeah, okay.
how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always smiling.
That was a figure of speech. Do you
Right,
understand?
a figure of speech.
Nitpick.
Oh, yeah. Something really big's happened. It's A.
Also, I think I missed a dialogue. Yeah, okay. Sheer audacity. Right, she is not in a good mood.
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's decided to palm Inazuma off on the humans, while she goes off on her own to fight a fierce battle
Well,
that
she
doesn't
hasn't
even
exactly
have an end date.
pawned the Inazuma
Impossibly
off to the
stubborn.
humans. She's
Jumped
kind of
straight to
left
the
it
most
to
extreme
you.
course
You're
of
like the
action imaginable.
stand-in.
Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. Yes, that sounds
But
like
at the same
A, all right.
time, if the Raiden
You
Shogun
know
is
as
a
well as I
reflection
do
of
that she's
A,
always been like this.
it's
Why
going to be
start
hard.
fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well put. Oh, she acts like such a child sometimes. So you seem to be under
is
the
a bit like
impression
a
that I am
child.
able to offer some sort of help? Who gave you that idea?
Is she playing dumb?
Considering
She's
everything
doing
that you've
this on
done
purpose,
before,
for sure.
I'm pretty certain you can
Aha,
pull something
you're
off.
learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do.
Raiden Makoto's
All
realm
I
of
know is that
consciousness.
it's the
Interesting.
foundation of the sacred Sakura. And from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Interesting.
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different in some way.
It's kind of like a
But I can
reality
only
marble
speculate.
from Fate.
You're
So
the ones
everybody
who've actually been
has.
there. So anyway, we
a
needn't
different
worry
inner
about
world,
the
I
details
guess.
too much. It'll just be a little difficult to explain things later on, that's all. First things first. Follow me to the entrance.
Follow her to the entrance.
Now then.
Right,
I
we
always
return
have
to the
my
entrance
ways.
with
It's just a question of how
Yaimiko
crafty I need
and
to be.
Lumine.
To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept.
How are we going to break in?
Luckily, I'm
Also,
A's
we're standing
familiar,
in water.
so I can sense her rough whereabouts.
I feel like this
In
is
other
ruining
words,
your.
Even though I can't
your
pinpoint the
outfit.
exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
Interesting. I'm surprised you were
So,
able to do
it's
that.
abstract, but has a location. But you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Exactly.
Yes.
How does
now
that
to
make
try and
sense?
understand it? Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos.
Right, by chaos.
Everything is turbulent.
I mean,
and
everything
disordered.
would be chaos
If you
considering
try
the
to
two of
force
them
your
are
way in,
fighting
you
all
could be
out
swept
against one
away by
another.
a giant wave that sets you down
So,
in
yeah.
an unknown corner of space-time. This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
Right. So, like the Torii Gate?
Alright,
Or.
well, Paimon, stay here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself.
Are you going to abandon me?
Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
Paimon's had it up to here with both of you.
So, hang on, wait. This is precisely why when entering the plane of humor, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first. So what object are we going to place our consciousness into?
Well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send
Although I
you
guess
on your
Paimon
way.
could stay behind to look after both our bodies if both our bodies are going to be left behind. I assume. Right, okay.
I say. Oh, nothing. It just
Something wrong?
seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the
Good.
way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will
Right.
can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Okay, so if we're not strong enough, what happens? Are
Well
we just
then,
going to be
the
lost
door's open.
in the void?
Hop on in.
Okay.
I'll
The
stay
door is
outside and
open.
provide what stability I can. I'll be
Okay,
ready
she's
to
staying on
respond
the
if anything
outside
happens.
to hold the
I'm
gate
placing
open.
my god in your capable hands.
More like your
For my
friend.
sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Yaimiko's character here does feel a little bit different. Okay, that was a pretty good thumbnail picture moment, but we'll see.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Apologies for butting in, but where? That was actually a
How
really
can
cool
this be?
cutscene. Are you going to kick us out again? How long have you been fighting?
How were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
All these years? Okay, time is flowing faster here.
This is a duel to remember.
Right,
It is
okay.
as
How
if
long have
we
you guys been
returned to the
fighting?
moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then.
Right.
Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation.
Why are
Had I
you,
made
like,
all
talking
enemies of
down to
eternity
your
stand
creator?
against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too.
Okay, you're definitely
You
talking
bring
down to her.
honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space.
Okay, they both share the same voice, so I was getting confused over who was talking.
Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago.
500 years ago?
Final duel?
Has 500 years? Okay, I'm
Stand
confused.
back, traveler.
Okay.
I'm going to be the start of something new.
Okay.
The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations.
What?
Energy they consumed, great enough to
Oh, okay.
vaporize the oceans and turn day into night.
Yeah, you're having this fancy speech, but I am trying to survive your attacks. Oh, no! Okay,
You have
we've done it.
I will endure forever.
Right, she's teleported.
The final calamity.
God.
Shine down.
Right, this is the instant kill move.
Infuriate.
Hang on, wait. Are we just in permanent ult? Okay,
Erase all threats.
I think we're in permanent bursts.
Eternity is in my hands.
Oh, okay. Okay. Jump, 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 jump.
Shine down. The will
Okay.
I carry within me
Pull.
will never be eroded nor destroyed.
Oh, I'm back to... my health is back. Okay.
Perish. Illusion shattered.
Am I just immune to dying?
Infuriate.
Okay, I didn't really want to test that, but here we go.
This is the end.
That seems anticlimactic.
You have won. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit.
You have a consciousness, but
a
you don't
will
really
that
have much of a
cannot be
will.
eroded has
Or
no
emotions,
way
for
to
that matter.
embrace the future. You need not worry about the future.
A
And you
definitely has
aren't
more emotion.
alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure.
I mean, you
Yet,
kind of fought by yourself.
My reason for fighting redefined my
Oh,
martial
right. I
prowess
guess
and
a
redrew
purpose
my
for
limits.
fighting. That would change
I now
things.
carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade
Musho
that I
Ishin.
inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me.
Oh, the
To
sword belongs
encourage
to
me.
his sister.
I noticed it
Makoto,
also.
okay.
Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto.
The previous shogun?
Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her.
Faith in
When I
humanity.
clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one.
Okay. Oh,
You have
okay.
my
Sorry, I
approval.
thought you stopped talking for a moment. Okay. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer
You
to her.
have
Yeah, okay.
my Your
I
present
have your
will
approval.
is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules.
Okay.
From this day forth, this body
What?
will
Why
remain
are
your
you
assistant.
still...
I won't design
talking
any
down on
more
her?
rules
Okay.
that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me.
Are they going to become one?
Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool.
They shall be one.
You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth.
She is
I
so
understand.
inhuman.
I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I
Ah,
perform will
interesting.
not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future.
I'm certain it will be soon,
Do you say
given
this
everything that's
because
happened in
you
Nutland.
have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat?
Uh-huh.
It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
Okay, what's happening?
Hello, A.
Oh.
Greetings, those who have come to bear witness.
The remnants of
I am
a
Raiden
consciousness?
Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
Okay.
Makoto?
How is
I'm
she?
so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end.
I mean, after
I
500
left a
years.
faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released.
I guess this means A is finally at a state where she truly
Convoluted
understands
way
her
to reach
sister.
you, but, well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was
A
no
definitely
time to
feels like
wait
the
for
little
you to
sister.
have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me.
Oh, okay.
You never mentioned this to me.
Well, there's no
Everything
point.
happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always
I
felt
think if
terrible
she
for
had
having to
known
entrust
that
Inazuma
Makoto
to
had
you
left
all
something
of a sudden.
behind, it would have completely
I should have
corrupted
been
and
the one
twisted
to impart
A.
these ideas to you,
A
a
had to
little at a
naturally come to
time,
this.
to dissuade you from
mindset.
your pursuit of stillness. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had
Did
some
she?
sense of it. That place
Was not
was
somewhere that
not
any
somewhere that
Archon
any
could afford to
Archon could
ignore.
afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I
Right.
don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion. And I
Oh,
don't know what
so
Inazuma has
she has no sense of
experienced
time.
in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me.
So A is technically stronger than
See?
Makoto,
You
but
admit it.
Makoto has a better
It was
sense of
with this
morality
possibility
and
in
justice.
mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain.
Much better ruler, I guess.
Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away.
Oh, okay. What are we gonna get
It
something?
is you who must take the most
Okay.
important
What are you gonna
step.
give us? Are you gonna give us something good?
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
That was a really pretty animation. But now I have questions. So was that like a time loop? Because A mentioned that when she came back to
in the Inazuma of the past.
oh, okay,
No
yeah, so
matter
it
what
is.
you make
So
of it, it's
A
quite incredible.
planted the she was the one who
All of this is
you know
thanks to
planted the
Makoto's
seed
power.
that
Her
raised the Sakura tree.
understanding of
So
eternity is much
it is a
more
time loop.
profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected
interesting.
with time.
So
When you begin
A
to
would
touch
have
on
to come to the
eternity,
same mindset as
concept of
Makoto in order
time
to plant the
becomes
seed
murky.
in the past and grow into okay. Time was moving forward and backward at the same
A
time.
place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing.
You seem
Perhaps that is the
really
reason why you were
bored.
able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But
You don't
my
fully
intuition
understand.
tells
I
me
mean,
that
yeah,
the
okay.
reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
I know what you mean. Perhaps a higher power really was involved in all of this.
Istaroth, the higher power.
But
What is
whatever the
Istaroth?
explanation, her solution is what saved us all. Without
Right.
the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special.
You know, I
about the
still don't
sacred
know what this
Sakura,
filth is.
But to me, it has always
I
been
mean,
there.
couldn't they have
You've
just
tried in the past
chose
to
a
prove
better
to me
word
that there's
or better
connection between
explanation?
the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness. But unfortunately, you never did
Filth
persuade me.
filth
did you?
just sounds
No.
and feels
But I
underwhelming.
understand why
Yeah.
now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
Yeah.
The sacred sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
So you pruned it to look like a fox.
Now
Okay.
we see
You're
who's
pulling the
pulling
strings. Okay.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And
She is a
obviously I
fox.
played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it.
Okay.
But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the
Hundreds of
inside,
years,
did it
apparently.
not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you?
Is that
At
significant?
that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search.
Time.
Simply establishing a location was not sufficient.
Well, this is where we need a TARDIS.
Your will was strong
and a
enough that the
doctor.
turbulence carried you to the moment
Does
in
it
time
travel
most
us to the
likely
precise
the
point in
intersection
time
of
or
all
wherever the
that you were
TARDIS wants to
wishing
get
for.
us?
The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So
Right.
this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness.
This is what the
was going to
Shogun
happen?
meant by inevitable by
I thought that the flow of time was the same on
Everything
the
was
inside and the outside.
it's a time loop.
So it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But
Okay.
it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have
This is
done
actually
much
a
for
really
me,
good ending
and I
for
will never
Inazuma.
forget it.
This is
Hey,
something that was
how are you
missing from
feeling
the game,
My
from the main
body has fully
storyline.
recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health.
The character story,
But I
the
was
character
really
stories
asking about your
so far has
emotions.
been good.
Have you
It
managed
does
to calm
add
down?
more
After
depth
all,
and flavor to
you
the
saw Makoto in there,
game and
didn't you?
story.
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few
miss your
things back,
sisters.
of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have
Yes,
to say,
you will move forward.
this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the
She was
ways
a
in which
brilliant
Inazuma's
leader.
future could unfold, all the way back then. She
She
even factored that
either
maturity
predicted it
into her
and knew
plan.
and manipulated things, or it's a time loop and she
All
knew
thanks
everything,
to her that
how
Inazuma
it was
lived
all
see
going to
this
turn
day.
out. Yeah,
I
How
just
you made a
planted
crucial-
seed.
yeah.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing.
The final act might be a simple one, but getting there was the result of countless efforts coming together. Yeah, just because the cause and effect ended up a bit back to front. Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
Today, at
Everything
long
was as
last,
inevitable.
You and Inazuma
It was just
going
going
to
to end up the way that it happened in the past, as well in the future and the present.
And both
Yeah.
are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing.
Yeah, she was very stubborn.
Great minds think alike.
A is
hmm?
very stubborn. Yeah, okay.
I wonder, does that qualify me to maybe take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no.
A joke,
Forget
yeah.
that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
Why are you
We'll
looking
have
at her
to
like
end the
that?
frivolities there.
Yeah.
There is much
I
work
think
to be
I
done.
think if
The
Yae
Shogun
Miko
and I
becomes
will
the
closely review
Shogun,
the Inazuma of today to
things
find out
might
where
take a
things
crazy
currently
turn.
stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future.
But I think
After
Yae Miko
that-
will probably be like the next
I will
Electro
abolish the
Archon.
Sakoku decree.
Really?
or Shogun.
That's huge news.
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
Wait, is that it? I think that's it. So wait, they're still here, so I assume we still have to talk to them.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Okay.
But I am prepared for them.
About the challenges.
Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications.
What is the Sakoto
It
decree?
would be folly to say that it will be all positive, and there will be no negative repercussions.
Would that be
For
like
example,
okay?
I can foresee the outside
Oh
world
no,
posing
that's
a
the
threat
closing
to
off the
Inazuma's
nation's
businesses.
border and everything. I think.
These are the issues that I must work to solve.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance tickets to the Grand Narukami Shrine in the future.
You know, now that I see these
Honestly,
two
Miko,
standing here
many
with Lumine
challenges
here,
still lie ahead
they
for
really
Inazuma,
do seem.
but I am prepared for them.
They don't actually seem all that much taller.
Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma.
Right.
I always assumed it was because that was her duty. But now,
She's foreseeing
I
the
see
future.
that hers was a gaze full of delight and hope.
Hmm.
It was not just a duty, but a joy too. She loved humanity
She
very
did love
dearly.
humanity.
If the people of the past deserve the god's attention, then so do the people of the future.
Indeed. No longer will I ignore their passions and dreams. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
I'm interested
am
in your
prepared for
centuries
them.
of dueling. Like, you fought
To put it
the
bluntly,
Raiden Shogun for.
it
Okay,
was
it was constant
constant
torture with no
torture.
end in sight.
Faced
Against
with
your
an
equal.
endless battle, I had to remain focused at
But
all
I'm
times.
pretty certain that this would have
Had my
made A
concentration
a lot
lapsed for
stronger
but a
or
moment,
exhausted her for
the
the final
Shogun's
battle
blade would have
for
taken
whatever
my life.
finales in store for
Safe to
Genshin
say.
Impact.
Were it not for my previous experiences in combat, my skills would not have been up to the challenge. I would and through it all,
You will most certainly be defeated.
you also had your part to play.
I didn't even get a
Many
chance to
challenges
fight.
still lie ahead for Inazuma. But don't worry,
And the damage
I haven't forgotten.
Okay.
I will be sure to remind the Tenryou and Yashiro commissions of their duties in this regard.
Okay.
It's
So
not
they're going
only
to
the
be working
monsters that I am
towards
worried about.
fixing the sacred Sakura?
I'm concerned about what else might escape from the sacred Sakura.
That's a
Yeah,
tough one,
beside the
all
goo.
right. There's plenty more besides
There's that
memories
cracks
held
there.
in the ley lines.
Since you clearly understand, perhaps you could think about making an effort too.
Yaimiko is going to be
Many
dodging the
challenges still lie ahead
responsibilities.
for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them.
Yaimiko said
Yeah.
nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up spurious claims about her while she is still present. Some words are not to be passed on.
Yes, okay. Fair.
Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just
Now
think of
I'm
the
kinda
things I said
interested.
to you as our little secret.
What are you talking about?
These two are
Nothing.
like best friends.
Ooh, I suddenly want
Like two
some
people who
fried
went to
tofu.
university together.
Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Right, I have no other questions. Confused? Oh, wait, now this is... wait. Let's unlock that. So that's available. We've got another key. I think we're done. Okay, we're actually done. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content so far. Remember, like and subscribe, drop any comments in the comments section below, and we'll be working through more of the story quests. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think. It really does help me out. If you haven't already done so, you can also hit the bell icon and turn on notifications. That way you'll get updates for when I upload my new videos. Or follow me on Twitter at KuroAkiGames. I'm also on Twitch at twitch.tv/KuroAkiGames, where I occasionally stream my raw gameplay videos on there, or some content that isn't on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at KuroAkiGames, and I will see you guys soon.